Welcome back, YouTube. Renaissance is back with Greg or G or whatever you want to call me. Today, I am not in a good mood. I am in a horrible mood. I just finished watching the Canelo Alvarez Callum Smith fight for a belt at 168 pounds. And this video is not about that fight, which I stopped watching about the 12th round because Caleb Smith is trash. He is garbage, and Canelo Alvarez chose to fight him. He could have fought Caleb Plant at 168, but he gave him short notice. Why? You know he wouldn't be able to accept it. No real champion can accept that fight on short notice. It wouldn't be fair to him. He hasn't fought on your level. He is a champion, and we want to go into the fight thinking he can win. So we will buy it if it's pay per view. I don't know how many pay per view buys he's going to get. He's the cash cow of the sport. That is Canelo Alvarez. He's fought a lot of fighters, and he fought Floyd Mayweather. He beat Triple G. He's moved up and down weights. He's Mexican. He has a big fan base. He's a come forward, action packed fighter who knocks a lot of his opponents out. He deserves to be the cash cow. He deserved to be number one pound for pound. But I, being a real boxing fan, don't want to see him fight bums, which leads me to what this is about. I want to see big fights, and apparently they're not going to happen. My favorite fighter right now, Errol Spence Jr., I'm not biased in picking him to win against everybody, was headed towards having a super fight with Terence Bud Crawford for undisputed at 147 pounds. But that's not going to happen now. Canelo, who fights at 175, 168 pounds, and hasn't fought at 160 pounds in I don't know how many years, threw a curveball and said he wanted to fight Errol Spence Jr. at 160 pounds. Errol Spence said he will oblige. At 160 pounds, I love Errol Spence, but he has not knocked out anybody since Ocampo at 147 pounds. He just got out of a car accident. He came back and dominated Garcia, but he never had him in trouble. And is going to fight Canelo at 160? Now, number one, his reputation is going to go down the drain. He's not going to win a fight against Canelo at 160 pounds, number one. And number two, everyone's going to say he's ducking Terence Crawford. But if you had a job and you could have been the best CEO at that job and had your name in the rafters in history and they were paying you $100,000, then another job wanted to grab you for 20 million, would you leave the job or would you stay? You would leave. That's what we're looking at right here. Errol Spence is going to take that fight because he's gonna get more money than he ever would have gotten fighting any other fighter other than Floyd Mayweather. If Terence Crawford was offered this fight at 154, he would have took it. Anybody would take it. And that's why I'm upset. Errol Spence went to the Canelo fight and they asked him about Terence Crawford, and he said, I'm the big dog at 147, which he is. Terence Crawford better take this 60-40 split or 70-30 split. I can fight Canelo here at this stadium with 100,000 people on pay-per-view. Again, which is in Dallas, which has a huge Latino population. And the stadium holds the most amount of people that you can hold in a venue like this in the United States. The Terence Bud Crawford Errol Spence fight is not going to happen. I don't know the next time I'm going to see a, a, a super fight. I have no idea. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I'm lost for words. I'm gonna watch boxing because I love boxing. But in the back of my mind, I'm gonna be pissed. Pissed. You tell me what super fight at what weight class is gonna happen in the next 3 years now that this nonsense is going on. Again, Canelo can do what he wants, but I blame this on Bob Arum, Terence Crawford, and I blame this on Canelo. Terence Crawford and Bob, because y'all know damn well y'all ain't nowhere near the A side in these negotiations. Don't negotiate publicly and try to convince the crowd, the fans, that you're 50-50. Your fighter hasn't sold over 150,000 pay-per-views buys. He's been in the weight class and he has fought no one worth mentioning. Come on, man. And Canelo, why move to 160 and say you need to fight a guy at 147 that's only sold 300,000 buys when you can still fight any of the Charlos? We will buy that fight. You have not fought anyone but Triple G at 160 pounds or above. No one. Not Caleb Plant, not Benavidez, not Jermell Charlo, not Jamal Charlo, not Demetrius Andre, not even Billy Joe. Who are you fighting? Who are these people? Who are the Smiths? This is not the Matrix. The Smiths do not matter. I can't.